Good morning, everyone, and a very warm welcome to St Mildred's Church this morning, where we are getting thoroughly geared up for the Big Wrap. Now, the Big Wrap forms the main item on today's Connect Up, and you can read all about what's going to be going on here and how you can be involved with this really special initiative, which serves to benefit all those in our communities who are going to struggle for Christmas this year. The Big Wrap is part of an operation which is actually masterminded by our coordinator, Caroline, and it serves to bring gifts, chocolates, Christmas crackers, you name it, to those families who in our villages and town are struggling the most this year. Works very closely with Christmas Cheer, which is organised specifically by our group of churches to bring a cash form, a Tesco voucher, to those families as well. And it's all going to be happening here today in this church. So, if you would like to bring along a gift that can then be wrapped by Santa's elves, who will be up and down here later today, bring your gifts to Tenterden Church this morning. And if you want to help with wrapping, come along to Tenterden Church this afternoon, because that's when it's all going to happen. My goodness, I think it's going to be very busy Santa's workshop in here today. So, as I said, you can find out lots more about that if you take a look at today's Connect Up. Now, you will also be able to read in Connect Up today about all the services that are going to be taking place in our churches tomorrow. One of the ones that is just a bit different is at St Michael's Church tomorrow afternoon, where we will be having a very special service and switching on the floodlights at the church. This service will take place at 4 o'clock. Everyone is welcome. There's going to be candles, there's going to be mulled wine and mince pies afterwards, and I think there's going to be a really special atmosphere as well. So if you'd like to come along to that service in St Michael's at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, you would be most welcome. It being the first Sunday of the month tomorrow, we will be having a Holy Communion service at Rolvenden at 8 o'clock. That's a Book of Common Prayer service, which is obviously only takes place on the first Sunday. And also in Stone Church tomorrow night, there is a service of Evensong at 4 o'clock. So that's their monthly service at Stone in Oxney. Tenterden will have an all-ages service tomorrow morning at 9:30. So it's all happening tomorrow, all the usual services, plus those little bits and pieces. It would be fantastic to see you. Now, I'm just going to check my little oracle here, make sure if there's anything else I should have said so far. And I don't think there is. We're doing all right. Yes, you'll be able to find out about all sorts of things. Yes, and then we're on to the birthdays there. So, please don't forget, in Connect Up on a Saturday, the little buttons, so that's the little coloured boxes with the writing on, tap on those and they take you into special links. One of those is called Coming Down the Tracks. Now, Coming Down the Tracks is where we now put all of the upcoming events. It's really important, if you want to know the different things that are going on in our churches, that you take a look at Coming Down the Tracks. So, what is coming up in the next few weeks? Well, today is the first Saturday of the month, so there is Cappuccino's, our bereavement cafe, and that will be taking place in the Vine. So please do go along for that. The last Christmas, before we go to that, 9 o'clock this morning, if you would like to go down to Rolvenden Church, we are going to be having the next in our reflective series of services, They Sang. Today the focus is on the Magnificat. That's a half an hour service starting at 9 o'clock. Now, if you've already booked, after that you can stay on for breakfast, which is going to be taking place at the Star Pub today. Do come along even if you haven't booked for breakfast, but if you wanted to stay for breakfast, you did need to book for that one. Next week, They Sang, the reflective service, will be taking place in Wittersham Church, again at 9 o'clock. But next week we'll be doing breakfast in-house, so anyone can come along, no need to book, and we will serve you with toast, we will serve you with all sorts of yummy stuff for your breakfast. That's next Saturday in Wittersham. The last one in that series is going to be here in Tenterden on the 17th. So that's They Sang. Now tomorrow, our Sunday lunches, the last Sunday lunch before Christmas, will be taking place in the church hall in Tenterden. So if you have booked for one of those, lunches for those who live alone, come along and enjoy a really rather splendid roast lunch, dessert, you name it, they've got it, and excellent company. So do come along for that. On Wednesday evening in Tenterden Church, we will be having the next in our series of Advent, our Advent course. That's Candles in the Dark. It doesn't matter if you haven't been to the first two, come along and find out what this week has in store for you. Lovely group of people meeting here, bit of discussion, time for prayer, all sorts of things going on. So that's Candles in the Dark, Wednesday evening, 7 o'clock in Tenterden Church. Now, I know, I'm just checking the screen here, that, I really don't want to forget to mention this. Where is it? Yes, Mad Men and the Artists. Now, 20th of January, little way off yet, Wittersham, the Friends of Wittersham Church, have got Tony Rawlins, who's going to be doing a talk, and there is supper as well. So if you want to find out more about that, check today's Connect Up, book a ticket, talk to someone, find out more about it. But that promises to be a really good event, organised by the Friends and raising some wonderful money for Wittersham Church. The Friends of Newenden Church are organising their series of lunchtime talks. We've mentioned these before. They're going to be taking place on the first Thursday of each month, starting on January the 5th in Newenden Church. Just a sort of 45, 50-minute lunch thing. You can then go for lunch in the pub afterwards if you fancy that, or take your own packed lunch and listen and munch if that's what you want to do. So those are some events that are coming up. Now it's really important to remember, obviously there is an awful lot of stuff coming up for Christmas over the next few weeks. Please do keep an eye on Connect Up, which will give you information about services, about events. Also, we've got some rather splendid posters, which Andrew has designed for us. Those are going out to all the churches. They will detail the services, the carol services that are going to be happening, the Christmas Eve services, the Christmas Day services. Take a look in that. And also, all of our communities are served by some fantastic magazines. I know that the Appledore one came out today. It dropped through my letterbox. Tenterden is already out, covering St Michael's and Smallhithe. Rolvenden and Newenden came out last week as well, and I think the Outlook on Oxney is there too. So those magazines will all have information as well. If you really are stuck, you can always send a message to one of us in the office and we will try and help you out. But there is plenty of opportunity to find out what is coming up over the next few weeks from other places. Now, I think that's all the events I'm going to mention. I've covered all the wonderful stuff for Christmas. I know I need to get out of here fairly soon because there's going to be a large number of cadets. The local cadet force are coming to help with the work tomorrow. So they're coming in for a rehearsal, for a run through before they actually start. And I think it's really important that they have the space and I'm out of the way. But we've got birthdays. So there are 3 birthdays this week. I think I can remember who they are, but I'm just going to double check. I was right. Excellent. Good. The 3 birthdays that we have this week, and I will light your candles now, are Lalagi Goff. So happy birthday to Lalagi. Doug Fuller. Many happy returns, Doug. And also, I know this is the special one, and this is Wednesday. So Doug and Clive Smith all have birthdays, both have birthdays on Wednesday. Now, Clive, a little birdie told me that there's a 0 on the end of your number for your birthday this year. So a really special happy birthday to you. Hope you have a wonderful time, and I hope you've got some really special plans laid. I have to say, when I first learned it was a 0, I did guess the wrong 0, and I did get my knuckles wrapped for what I said. But nevertheless, Lalagi, Doug and Clive, I hope you all have a fabulous birthday. I'm going to attempt to sing. I've had a bit of the croaks this week, but nevertheless, it would be today I'm on my own and need to sing. Can I get this candle to light? Oh, that's a bit pathetic. Come on. Excellent. Right. Okay. Birthday time. Ooh. That's going to go, isn't it? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lalagi, Doug and Clive. Happy birthday to you. Oh, perfect timing. Right. Fantastic. I think that's all I need to share today. I hope you all have a fabulous week. I look forward to see some of you in our church services tomorrow. And other than that, I shall find the wonderful Santa's Elves tune once again and leave you having a little look around at all that might be going on or will be going on very soon today. Okay, right. Do you wear Santa's Elves? Oh, excellent. Take care now. Bye-bye.